Hey, thanks for joining me. Travis from the Knife Joker. Today coming at you with, well, 3 new versions of an already existing knife, the Reate Knives K-2. And this, well, could be a long one. Could be a long one. I'm just warning you, put on your big boy jeans or your pack-a-lunch, or whatever you want to call it. Before I get right into the K2s, the new K2s, I was gonna make another video on Reate knives in general. Really, probably the K1 was coming next as a video, just probably my favorite knife, just based on, well, everything. But we'll do that one another day. It'll come. Today, 3 new versions of the K2 out in front of us. And if you had watched the previous channel, the Travis Van Way channel, I had mentioned, I don't know if you really need maybe more than this as far as Reate knives go, that Horizon C. And well, I got addicted to Reate knives. I think if you watched my previous channel, the Travis Van Way channel, or this channel, you might know. Sometimes what's happening in my brain is not what's happening on the channel, but yeah, the Torrent, the new, well, this is the original Torrent and the new Torrent. Once again, really taking all my little talks for what a knife should be and just showing you really some of my first Reate knives. And well, we did highlight maybe this one on the old channel, did the Reate knives round table. The lighting and the well, the volume was pretty bad, but the content was all right, and kind of showed some of my Reate thoughts at that point and my Reate addiction at that point. So those were some of my first Reate knives, and then got into, well, the K series. Yeah, the 1, the 2, well, the 1, the 2, got into that K3, and kind of a Reate video so far. But like I said, I need to pack a lunch for this one, and the K4. Just the whole K series and Reate knives in general just changed my whole outlook on knives. And I think some other companies actually changed the way they were doing things. If you look back at the way things have changed, some companies changed the way they're doing things, and basically, and if you follow the company, the Knife Joker, you see Reate knives, first knives we actually started selling online. And well, you might wonder why. Because I like them? Well, heck yeah, that is the reason why, but also just because the consistency out of the package. I mean, what you're gonna get, you know what you're gonna get when you get a Reate knife. It's just gonna be super quality. You can see, pulling out K2s now. Put the other ones to the side for the moment. Yeah, I got addicted to the K2. We'll just put it that way. Reate knives in general, but got this one directly from David at Blade Show, and that was cool in itself. Probably this knife's seen a lot of use. Just cleaned it up with some rubbing alcohol. Really didn't keep them dirty, but the K2 got a little criticism when it first came out, just about maybe you either love that or you don't, I guess. I loved it. I went all the way to Atlanta for it. When it first came out, I just had to have it. That Tonto, Tonto, but kind of that samurai-looking sword. But some people said they just wished it had a plainer version. And, there was maybe 5 versions of this. This one, I always call the original version. And there was one with gold in there too. Oh, there was a gold diamonds as well. And then the 5th version being this 3D version, that bronze. And geez, like all these just being spectacular knives. There's that bronze, 3D bronze. So I guess those were the 5 versions. If you've been following Reate Knives, you would know that. If the K2 is new to you, it could be. Those S35VN knives, great knives. I don't know, I've been using these two for a couple of years now. Of course, these are sold out, as far as I know. Not really any available, don't think. A few of these are still left. If you want that bronze version, but okay, we're 6 minutes in. Better bring out one of these new versions, and if you want to just focus in on these, people had said maybe you wish they had a plainer K2. Not so much gold and blue and cutouts and all that extra. Maybe like just a Sabenza or regular knife. I say Sabenza's a regular knife. I mean a nice finish on the titanium there. And well, I thought maybe the same thing. And sometimes, I do love that samurai blue, but here's that first version, calling it the worker version. Basically, the basic satin M390 worker version K2. And yeah, there it is. Same exact K2, same pivot, same, well, pretty much everything. Same specs. Let's just check out this finish. Yeah, I went for a worker finish on the titanium. So it's showing up pretty good in this lighting, I think. Everything else, same as the old K2, and if you are new to them, well, we're getting a good look at one now. We see that way that backspacer, just barely proud of the scales there, and has that worn look as well. That super basic pocket clip, easy in and out of the pocket. Some say too easy. I mean, it's debatable. It's pretty easy in and out of the pocket. Got that perfectly centered knife. Yep, same jimping, same blade, except for, well, this one being M390, a little, I guess a step up, slight cost. A little bit more cost, I guess. That kept the old version, I guess, more cost effective with the S35VN, but at the same time, these M390, they're just a hair more. Well, that satin wheel grind really showing up well in this lighting, I think. Let's try to look at that edge. I guess Reate, known for doing their cold grinding method on the edge. Yeah, it's pretty to look at. I know I put a fingerprint on there, but I tend to do that. Gonna look at this next version, worker K2. So you're gonna look at this next version. We call this tactical K2, K2 tactical. That PVD titanium, those dragons scale or Batman scale down the back, all the way to the front. that added knurling. Well, kind of knurling. There, that star pattern, giving it some traction. It's not super sharp. It's gonna be good in and out of your pocket. But yeah, you can definitely feel it. You hear that thing launch out. Nice detent on these Reate knives. I mean, that's the thing. Reate's, I guess, well, they're known for a lot of things. I don't know. To me, the centering, the no blade play, well, of course, no blade play, but just perfect centering, perfect lockup. And I guess what they're known for is just that smoothness and still a strong detent. Same K2. I'll show you that. Backspacer. I'm losing my focus. Same everything, but just all PVD, all black. Black everything. Except for that one stop right there. Can't say one thing, maybe it's possible the PVD makes it not quite as smooth. I did handle a couple of these. I mean, they're smooth, but not quite as smooth as a non-PVD version. Could have just been random. You see on these black versions, let me show that backspacer. There we go. That backspacer there, not really worn down, stuck with the all black look. I mean, Reate once again, basically making this knife exactly the way we wanted it. And you want to check this out next to possibly that bronze version. Similar. Yeah, we like this 3D look. Just wanted to add a little more to it. They had done a few black K2s once upon a time, maybe 20 ever or something. So we came out with just a few more, still pretty limited amount. You see just a hair of oil showing there. In the pivot, these Reates come in, I guess, pretty dry. There's not a lot of oil running all over the place, that's for sure. Just a hair of oil right there. Check out this last version. Really calling this the K2 Collector. And, oh, well, to me, this is a dream knife. I mean, for years I wanted a knife similar to this, and now Reate just bringing dreams to reality. That full carbon fiber front scale, no steel liner or no titanium liner, no liner in there. Solid carbon fiber all the way across with that zirconium backspacer and clip. Yeah, that zirconium. Super hard to scratch. Just like that nice shiny look. On this hard, I guess, well, tried to get the pretty hard bead blasted, media blasted titanium here, making it just a hair brighter, a hair deeper on the bead blast. Let's see. If I get a close up of this, I'll probably just show my fingerprints. Try to get a good close-up. Well, there's my fingerprint. But at the same time, you could have, well, saw for a second there, just super small milling lines. Which, yeah, that was kind of one of the goals on this Collector K2. Keep the milling lines down to a minimum. Just a smooth scale with a real hard media blast on there. I'm going to show you, just for a comparative, here's that original K2. And there's the scale there. Well, granted, this is a bead blast, but just no wash. You can see those milling lines what I mean, so, well, not to go backwards, but back to this worker K2. See how smooth that is? That's what we were really shooting for. Let's see if I can get a close-up of something besides my fingernail. Oh, not really focusing. But you're not seeing the milling lines, even though not in focus. You probably still see them. Yeah, pretty focused. See, there's my finger. And not really milling lines. Just a nice, smooth titanium surface on the worker. And well, back to the collector K2. That smooth surface. No real milling lines. Let's bring out that, backtrack again. Back to this blue one. You see you have milling lines once again. A little different milling lines than there was on the original. But either way, the lack of milling lines, something requested. And well, of course, Reate hit the nail directly on the head. Just exactly what I wanted, had asked for. And well, I didn't even bring the blade out yet. Still that M390 blade, but hand rubbed. A little dust on here. Always have dust. That hand rub blade. Just a beautiful hand rub, as they do on that hollow grind and the flat spine there, along with the switch. I'm gonna try to get a close-up of this hand rub. I'll get a close-up of these fingerprints and dust is what we'll do in all reality. See if we can wipe the blade off. Well, could it be a better shot or a worse shot? But anyway, another shot of that hand rub. See, just the only satin grind being that front bevel. Well, these collector K2, they're not all green. Obviously, that fat carbon fiber, solid carbon fiber scale. Well, that green, that worker, that tactical, that collector, a couple others show maybe blue. Same zirconium clip and, well, clip. Zirconium clip and backspacer. Another hand rubbed M390 blade. Possibly a couple more colors here, maybe that red. That fat carbon fiber, just so fat. That zirconium clip on that. Light, or I should say hard blasted, but light colored titanium. That layered fat carbon. Inside there. That jimping on the back. There, the K2. Like I said, I haven't really redesigned the knife. It's sticking true to that original Reate design. These things coming pretty sweet out of the box. I didn't check all these. Last one I showed was that black one. Like I said, I think the black is just possibly the PVD slows it down just a hair. Once you get past that little detent spot, pretty darn smooth knives and consistent. So again, that's why I got addicted to them. Well, should I say it that way? Maybe. Just trying to be as honest and blunt as I can if you don't notice that as you watch the channel. That purple. Fat carbon. Zirconium. On the bead blast. With the hand rub. M390. It's just a dream knife to me. I mean, you know, once upon a time, I guess I had a like an $850 knife made in Florida. You know, there, supposed to be super quality, and man, was I let down. Just, I couldn't even keep it. I couldn't even keep the knife. There's no reliability in it, and well, not to say a bunch of negative things, but on the positive note, after years of wanting a knife similar to this, Reate just, oh, these feel so good. Maybe I'm excited. It could be, possibly, a little excitement showing through here on the channel. There's that purple one. Oh, I don't know if I was talking or not. I just stared at that knife. And then, you know, there was, well, people had said, a Reate fan, and some of these Facebook groups, I don't know where people say this, but they say, well, will there ever be a Damasteel K-2? And well, the answer is, yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Damasteel K-2. And pretty limited run here. A couple of Damasteel K-2s. See that one right there, that worker in Damasteel Dropner. That Dropner K2 blade. When people wondered, will there be a K2? Or maybe it was just me in my mind. I could have dreamt this over and over. A dream knife. And there it is. Right there on camera in front of us. That Dropner K2 in the worker version. I'll put these to the side for just a moment. Let's see, maybe some of these Damasteel K2. Not that there's very many of them, but a couple here in person. Like I said, it could be long run. Hopefully you packed your lunch. Dropner worker. That ladder Damascus on a tactical K2. I mean, there it is. Once again, not many of these, but to see one as a Reate fan, pretty hardcore Reate fan, see that in person, see that actually real. Well, obviously real, but it still just blows my mind. Just kind of overtaken with the newness, I guess, of these new K2. Although, I mean, I have to say, when I was carrying this the other day, I was using this one last week. So, you know, still liking those old ones. Of course, we did do a couple of the collector version in Damasteel as well. That Dropner purple. Not really many of these made at all. But that Dropner collector K2, there's one. And also, I don't know, just show one more. That ladder Damascus green. Oh, seeing that one. Dumbfounded, maybe, I don't even know what I'm saying now. Yeah, seeing that in person is just incredible. It's like a dream come true. Thank you, David at Reate Knives, for just being such a great person to work with, talk to. Really easy person to talk to. And boy, does he keeps the, what do you call it? Fit and finish quality control of the Reate team. This said once upon a time, I think, people used to say David checked every knife that left the factory. Yeah, I don't think that's true anymore. Maybe one time. But man, somebody's checking these things. Because let's get past that little detent area. I mean, look at that. And you're gonna expect that with this collector knife. Strong detent, yet smooth. Yeah, listen to that thing walk up. Check this one out. Check out the detent on a few of these. I don't think I had one fail, have I? I've just been staring at these, I don't know what I'm saying. Wow. Detent is so great on every single one. And how many did we handle here? I mean, I'm not trying to launch these things hard at all. I'm just trying to minimally open them. Wow. I saw the K2s. It's like a whole dream world here for a Reate fan. Can't believe it. Maybe let's look at this, let's look at this satin blade next to, if I can do it, that satin blade next to the hand rubbed. That doesn't make any sense. Check out that dust on the hand rub there. No, but finally to see a hand rub K2, I don't think that existed. That PVD K2, well, only a couple existed. That M390 K2, full carbon fiber front side K2, zirconium on a Reate knife. Boy, oh boy. These things check just like all the boxes for me. So, once again, thanks David. Thanks Reate. Just for being so consistent. And really, changing my outlook on knives in the first place, because made me completely think about knives differently than I had before. If you want to see more about these K2, worker, tactical, collectors, check them out at theknifejoker.com. Otherwise, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. See you next time.